second. I just want to make sure we are reconnected. All right, I think we got briefly disconnected there between sessions. I'm going to welcome on our next speakers for our next session, all around streamlining your creative workflows. We've got Ben joining us. Hi, Ben. How are you?
Hi. How's everyone doing?
Great to have you here. All right, let's see if we've got April backstage. I don't see her yet. We'll give her a second to join.
She may or may not know how to get into Restream.
All right, we'll give her a second. Okay, I'm checking the chat. Yeah, we were briefly disconnected, but we're back on the stream now. All right, we're going to just take a minute before we jump into the session. We'll get started in just a moment. All right, while we're bringing April from backstage, Ben, I'm going to throw you a question.
Sure.
We didn't prepare for this, but there's so many exciting things going on at HeyGen, and you're working on one of our very exciting new products, Video Agent. I would love to know, what are you excited about going into 2026 for HeyGen?
Yeah, that's a really good question. As you all know, at HeyGen, we really, really want to help everyone who, who are not really trained to be video editors or video makers, or, to be honest, not likely not even feeling confident in front of the camera to create content that, can inspire others, that can, hey, bro. That can communicate their ideas, explain their knowledge, communicate with whether it's internal audience or external audiences. And obviously, over the last few years, we have been leading the industry when it comes to talking avatar or digital twin technology. But going into 2026, and a lot of the work that we've been doing over the year of 2025 so far is really to try to take not just your talking avatar, but also making a full video that is production ready for you, wherever you want to post it, ready to go. And we'll show some of those early things that we have already shipped, and you guys can actually try it right away. But at the same time, there are a lot more exciting stuff coming up. One of the feature that we're going to be launching hopefully very soon is what we call a magic edit feature, where you can just upload any A-roll that you have, or really any video that you have, and we will do a ton of editing on top of it that allows you to immediately turn a video into production ready product. So anyways, lots of exciting things to come, and definitely stay tuned to all of our product updates.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. I know I threw you that question out of the blue, but love to get a little sneak peek about what's being built and what's coming. Welcome, April. Thanks for joining us for this next session.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, I am going to hand it over to you, let you go through your deck, and I'll come back for Q&A. Great session. And for everyone tuning in, we are going to go into a break after this session. So we've got another 25 minutes or so, and then we'll go into a quick break before our afternoon sessions. I'll hand it over to you, April and Ben.
Awesome. Ben, I'll share my screen here, and then just let me know when you want me to go
Sounds
to the next slide. Nice to meet everyone. Very excited to be here. Can everyone see my screen?
I can.
Okay, perfect. So just high level today, Ben and I are going to be going over a few ways to kickstart and streamline your creative workflow in HeyGen. We have a bunch of different ways for you to get started creating your production ready videos, as Ben mentioned. I'm April. I'm a product manager at HeyGen, working on all sorts of things from apps to home, and very excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm Ben. I'm a VP Eng here. I lead our product and agent teams. A lot of the product features that you guys use are very likely built and owned by the teams that I work with. And so if there are any problems, issues, or feedback, honestly, feel free to reach out to me at bin.liu@heygen.com. I always, and we in general, love talking to our customers, whether it's in this format or one-on-one sessions. So yeah, would love to schedule time if you guys need any help.
Awesome. Yeah, likewise, my email is april.cho@heygen.com. So feel free to email us with any questions or suggestions. We love hearing feature suggestions as well. So what will we cover in today's session? We'll be covering high-level different ways you can kickstart your creation process in HeyGen. Ben and I will share our screens. We'll walk you through exactly which parts of the app you can get started creating. High level, there's 3 ways. You can either create with AI, which Ben will cover with Video Agent, and then you can also start with a template or create from scratch with AI Studio. And finally, you can use an app. So let me share my screen here. So when you land on your home page, you should see this view here. You'll see Video Agent up top. You'll see your recent creations below. In the case you haven't created anything, you'll see templates here in this section. But high level, there's 3 ways you can get started. If you hover over the Create button on the left navigation bar, you'll be able to see Video Agent, which is this prompt-based video creation tool, which Ben will go over. We also have the ability to start from scratch with AI Studio, which here you'll be able to essentially build a video from the ground up. And then we recommend, if you do want to start with Studio, setting up either a template or using one of our templates below, which we'll dive into. And then finally, you can start from an app as well, which will walk you through some of our most popular ones and how you can find your video creations. So without further ado, I'll hand it off to Ben. Do you want to walk through the agent stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, you can just show the next slide and I'll kind of quickly talk through it. The agent, the video agent, is a relatively new experience that we launched about 2 months ago. And I think we've gotten overwhelmingly positive feedback, while also a lot of you probably ran into issues. And again, we'd love to hear your feedback and continuously improve our product. Today, I'll walk through a couple of use cases or a couple of ways that you can use it, and some of the tips and tricks, at least while I am personally using, the agent I would usually use. And then with that, I will literally probably just share my working screen and see. Yeah, all right, there we go. So first and foremost, usually Video Agent does take a while to process your request and, turn your idea into a fully, I wouldn't say like 100% ready, production ready video, but like hopefully at least 80-90%. And that does take a few minutes. So I wanted to kick off a run first, and I would actually invite everyone who's maybe watching to also, come up with an idea, come to HeyGen's homepage, go to Video Agent, and then type in, it could be a very short prompt. It could also be a full script that you want Video Agent to create a full video for you. But in this case, I literally made it up. I said that an Asian male tech worker, which is kind of myself, wearing glasses, standing in HeyGen office, and introducing the power of HeyGen's digital twin avatar technology and our latest Video Agent product. And I actually don't know what this will turn out to, but we'll send it into the Video Agent. When you send it in, the Video Agent will start to look at what you have prompted it, and then we'll come up with a very rough plan that that it hopes to use that plan to align with your product needs. As I said, it takes a few seconds, but as you can see, it comes up with this plan. It's very rough, but it does get the job done. Obviously you can change a lot of these things by just saying like, oh, actually, I don't want English. I want to change it to, I don't know, Chinese, or you want the video orientation to change, or the avatar. I know I prompted it to be this avatar, but if you changed your mind and you want it to be a female avatar or even a Pixar style avatar, you can always say that, and the agent will change that for you. But in this case, I'll just say yes to continue with this plan. And this will take a few minutes. So now I'd love to just share a couple of different use cases. So I am personally very much into wine. So I have a couple of wine videos that I will share. So Video Agent works well in general with a very short prompt. So here I said that teach WSET2 audience about Pinot Noir. WSET2 is like a wine course type of thing. And I also included a avatar that I wanted to use. The way you do that, let me actually go all the way back here. You can select an avatar from your avatar page. And in that case that we were showing, I was trying to just use this avatar, my band avatar. But coming back here, I selected that avatar, and it came up with a plan that's pretty, kind of simple plan. The audience is WSET2 students, et cetera, et cetera. It says that it'll write the script itself, and it'll use the avatar that I selected. It'll use the voice of the provided avatar, et cetera, et cetera. And then at the end, it'll create a full 2-minute long video. We'll give it a watch real quick. I actually don't know if you guys can hear this.
We can't, I don't think.
You cannot?
We cannot.
Oh, okay. I actually don't know how to fix that. But anyways, it's fine. You guys can hear me. That's good enough. I'll just kind of voice over it. We've got the captions in. We've got it'll not just be this A-roll video. That Video Agent also creates very detailed B-rolls that helps you communicate your ideas, communicate your knowledge to the people that you're trying to reach. And then, so this is a very short prompt, right? So, in a way, you're really leaving your fate to what the Video Agent decides to do. But Video Agent can also take very long prompts. So for the same idea or the same video I want to make, I can also literally type in or copy over a very, very long prompt where I tell it what the first shot needs to be, what the second shot needs to be, what kind of presenter and the region I want it to cover, France, USA, New Zealand, and high acidity, low acidity, et cetera, et cetera. And then you will see that the Video Agent will try its best to adhere to your needs. And so, for instance, I'm talking about France, USA, and it'll obviously cover these different regions. I think later on, yeah. So body, tannin, acidity, it all was working quite well. And so this is that. And then I did want to show this here. Okay, so So this is a much shorter one. I just wanted to showcase also editing capability. So if you watch the video agent's video and you're like, you really want to change some parts of it, and you feel like it didn't do certain parts right, you can always click on Edit in Studio. And I've already opened it up here. You can obviously, again, preview and play these videos, but for instance, in this video, I feel like this B-roll is really poorly done, and I don't want to replace it. And I can delete it, and I can just replace this with another video that I can find inside HeyGen's media, or you can generate more. You can upload yourself, your own stuff. One thing I do really want to call out is that people often are worried about video agent consuming a lot more credit, and then they have to regenerate when they don't like parts of the video. And then, but in this particular case, because we didn't change the avatar, we didn't really change the script. When you click on generate, you can see that it will use 0 seconds of Avatar 4 time because all of these Avatar 4 videos are already generated, right? But be aware that if you do change the avatar, right? Let's say I change the avatar to be another one of my avatars, which holds another bottle of wine, then it will cost Avatar 4 credits. I do think that it's important to keep that in mind while working with Video Agent. But generally speaking, we really hope that Video Agent helps everyone kickstart their projects relatively easily. Lastly, I want to show one last example where you can also attach files. So in this particular case, I attached my own photo and attached a PDF. The PDF has a lot of, as you can see, a lot of information about this technology. I'm not going to bore you guys with what this technology is. It's really just the one PDF I can find on my laptop this morning. But it's just a technical documentation. And I uploaded my own photo, and I say make a video about this essentially this topic, and use my uploaded image as avatar. And the video agent will do exactly that. And that's me. And it'll explain these technical concepts using illustrations, motion graphics, and taking all of those content from the video, the PDF. So that's pretty much it on my end. Let's just take a quick look. Yep, like I said, unfortunately, Video Agent does take a while to complete. So we'll let this run for a little longer, and then maybe when April finishes, we have it ready to show. But with that, I'll turn it all over to April.
Perfect. Thanks, Ben. I will let me know when the video is done. We could definitely hop back over. So briefly, we just covered the 3 ways to high level go over how to create a video. Ben just covered Video Agent, which is the, like creating with AI path. You have 2 other paths available to you. The second path is starting with a template. And then the final path is using an app. I saw in the comments, someone was like, how do you create B-roll? So I can show you how to use an app to do that, or do that in Studio as well. So we have something called AI Studio, which I showed earlier. It's a very controllable like AI video editor interface. And if you're just starting your creation process, I would recommend actually starting from the templates tab. The reason is these templates get you to like 80% of what you need very quickly. If you don't have any like brand customization needs, you can take a look here below at some of the templates we offer. I will say a lot of these are more like PPT style. So if you're doing explainer videos where you need to explain certain concepts, or need a lot of like graphics to like explain what you're, explain a topic, these are great. So I'll just show you, for example, if you go from, let's say here, you'll be able to see the actual video here. You'll be able to customize every element here in the presentation. If you click Create with AI Studio, it'll take you into the studio and you'll be able to, for example, swap out this avatar for your own. So I'll show you how I would do that in this case. So I'll choose my avatar. Maybe I'll choose this one since it's fall. And then you can just drop it in here. So that's an example of how to use a template. We have both landscape and portrait. My recommendation for like social media type marketing videos is to use Agent. It's far more flexible. If you also need like motion graphics, I think Agent is better at creating those motion design. I don't know if Ben, you agree, but if you just need kind of like formatted PPT style video explainers and that works well for your audience, templates would be the way to go. If you do need like customizable branding, what you can do is you can create your own template. This will take you into the AI Studio view and you can build out the elements of whatever template you might need. So often it's like an intro, an outro. You want to set your landscape, you want to set your like video orientation. And then if you have branding that you want, this was like some sample branding I was helping a customer with. But let's say we're using the HeyGen branding, you'll be able to kind of create your intro, outro slide so that you don't have to make this every time. You can set your avatar here. Let me just, for example, I want to create, let's say, a training video. We're going with this guy. He's going to be our avatar for all of our training videos. You can create your intro, put in your captions here, and then you can have some filler script. Title your template here. Maybe you want to say template training video. And then once you're done editing, it'll save and you'll always have access to that template. Now this doesn't look very good, but if you spent more time in the AI Studio to figure out your intro, outro, it would save you time in your future workflows just because you don't have to create that repeatable component every time. So that's templates. We are working on adding more templates, sourcing from our community and also just in general, if you all have templates that you'd like to see here in this section that are pre-made from our team, just let me know. You can email me at april.cho@heygen.com or just throw it in the chat here. We'll be adding more over the next few weeks. And then the final path to sort of kickstart your video creation, someone mentioned B-roll, Jen. We have a bunch of what we call apps, and these are like video creation tools. Essentially, they're AI tools to help you create B-roll, avatars, different types of video formats. And I wanted to show just a few that a lot of our customers love to use. So one is this Translate Video tool. I know a bunch of our customers use this. You drop in a link, it'll translate your video into 175 languages. You have two options to make the translation. If you are trying to create like a product ad, this is the best tool to do it. So you can drop a photo of your product. So let's say you want to sell these ads and create like a UGC style product ad. You can choose your avatar here. Let me choose this girl to generate. What this will do is it'll show you a few image assets of your avatar with the like product in screen. You'll choose the one that you want to use, and then you would add a script. It'll take some time, so I'll just show you what, let's say, like a final product looks like. So in this case, I chose a Labubu, which is very popular these days, to as my product. I chose this girl as an avatar. Then it'll create whatever kind of like talking video you want with that product in place. The other thing about that app is when you go into Studio, if you create that avatar with the product placement, it'll also show up as one of your avatars. So you can always use that same avatar to create multiple scenes in Studio as well. And then let's see, is there any other app Oh, the B-roll app is very popular. I think we might have moved it into, oh no. You can create images or AI videos from apps as well. So here, if you click generate AI videos, you'll be able to use any model that you'd like, set the orientation, set the audio, type in the prompt for what you want to create, and generate the asset. Once you do generate the asset, it'll show up in your AI Studio tab under Media, under your, let's see, I wonder if it's actually, it might be under, yeah, Video Generator here. So it'll show up under your assets on this screen. If you are already in Studio, which I recommend this path, is you can also use these AI tools directly in Studio to generate your videos. Similar mechanism where you can choose your model here, type out the specific video B-roll that you want, generate, and then you'll be able to use it for all of your videos. Yeah, so I think we've covered creating with AI, starting with a template or from scratch in Studio, using an app, and then maybe I'll hand it back off to Bin and we can show off the video agent video.
I don't think the video is done yet, but it's okay. Maybe we can do Q&A.
Cool.
Yeah, let's jump into a couple questions. Thank you both for going through all of that. So much good information and live demos to see how the different pathways they can go to create their videos. We have a couple questions around prompting in Video Agent. What kinds of prompts work best? One person kind of mentioned, Ben, it seems like you've probably got prompting down, but someone who might not know exactly what to put in there, how can people go about putting in the right prompt into Video Agent?
Yeah, very good question. I will say that, a lot of the customers that I have talked to slowly kind of get to a prompt setup that they are very happy with. And I don't think it's necessarily the same, one or the other. But generally speaking, the more detailed instruction that you want to give the video agent to create your A rolls, B rolls, right? Like illustrations, your style, colors. Our agent does try to do its best job under the hood to follow the prompt that you gave it. Stay tuned, but our Agent V2 is coming also quite soon, where a lot of that is going to be much more tunable. I saw that folks have questions on like, how do I make it more on brand and how do I directly edit elements within those illustrations? Trust me, they're coming. They are coming hopefully very shortly. But I will say that right now, the only kind of control you have is through the prompting. So again, like be as detailed as possible. A lot of the users have a lot of success using ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, those different AI, chatbot tools to write a detailed prompt for you. But some of that experiences we will also natively support and improve. Oh, good question. Anyone have a good GPT? I'm sure people do.
Have one, I think, right? I think we have a prompt like helper. So we can share the link with folks.
We do have a prompt helper. I don't have it handy, but yeah.
Awesome. Another question, Ben, around from your agent example, when it showed the images of the wine, are you adding the images or is agent pulling those in for you from some stock library or creating them?
Great question. I did not, for those wine related videos, I did not add any assets myself. Obviously you can upload your own videos, images, and tell the video agent to use those as your B-rolls. But otherwise, the video agent tried its best to find the best or create the best B-rolls for you.
Awesome. We've got a couple questions around how many videos you can create with agent, and if people want to be able to create more, I know I can answer in general for HeyGen. On a free plan, you can try things out. The intention is that you can get started and see how things work for you. And then when you're ready to upgrade, you can upgrade plans and you can purchase additional credits if you need to keep creating. I don't know if you have anything else to add on how people can kind of create the length of videos they're looking for and the number of videos.
You mean for Video Agent, right?
With Video Agent.
Yeah, so the best way and the easiest way to control the length of the video that you want to create is actually through prompting it. And give it very detailed, like, oh, I want second 0 to 5 to be this, 5 to 10 to be this. And usually the video agent will try its best to follow the length of the video that you want to make. There's obviously a limit to how much you can create, and video agent in general does share the same credit as what's that called? Avatar 4, because video agent uses Avatar 4. But rest assured that similar to kind of our Avatar credit system, even if you have used up your Avatar 4 credit, HeyGen still offers a unlimited mode, and our agent also offers a unlimited mode. Meaning, even though the quality of the assets and the avatar might be lower than the Avatar 4 level quality, but you can still use video agent and avatars, without needing to really pay extra. We will work hard to try to get you better features and better experiences even in unlimited mode.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. I've got one more question. We're a couple minutes into our break, but I'll wrap up. I've seen from a couple people questions around multiple avatars, podcast style, being able to talk to each other. Are we there yet? Are we going to get there? Lots of people interested in being able to do that dynamic two people speaking to each other format.
Yeah, April, we have an app for that one experience, right?
We do. We do have an app. It's called Video Podcast. And if I'm understanding correctly, I know that, Ben, you guys are working on multi-speaker as well for agent.
Yeah, so multi-speaker, first and foremost, is not as easy as we obviously hoped it would be, and but we want to make sure that the experience is really good and the quality of the output is really good and not hallucinating, not like weird. But the team is definitely working on how to support multiple speakers, not just like 2, but even maybe 3, so that our technology stack can satisfy any sort of video need that you might have. So stay tuned. That might be, I want to call it like, a month or 2 away, but it definitely is coming, and we run fast.
Awesome. Well, I got through a couple of questions there. We'll find the link to the prompt assistant. We'll share that. As a reminder, this session is recorded. All of our sessions are going to be recorded. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back. I'll share a couple of things before we go into break, but I want to thank Ben, April, thank you both for joining us. You can just click out of this tab. We're going to keep the stream going, but you can just click out of this tab. And we will see you later.
Awesome. Thanks, Audrey. Nice to meet everyone. Bye.
Bye. All right. So before we head into break, just want to share for everyone again what our agenda is looking like this afternoon. Let's see, let me switch this so you guys can see this better. We're going to take our break here, and then we're going to come back and we're going to dive into the AI editing studio. I saw a lot of questions. We are going to definitely cover those in the next session. That's going to be a walkthrough. You're going to learn a lot. It's going to be a great session. And then tomorrow, in addition to our breakout sessions, we are also going to have the HeyGen Support Lounge running. These are going to be round tables you can access to chat with someone, to get your questions answered, get a little bit more hands-on support. And you can always email support@heygen.com for any questions around how credits work, pricing. I've seen some questions around that, around plans. You can find that information on our website, but I really recommend reaching out to support@heygen.com if you have questions like that. They will be able to help you the best and the quickest. And tomorrow you can come join the HeyGen Support Lounge to chat with someone live as well. So thank you all for joining the first part of our session. We're going to go on break for about 25 minutes, and then we're going to be back. So we will see you then. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from our break. Thanks for joining us again. We're back from break. Give people a second to tune back in before we jump into our first session. Here we are. We're going to get into editing in the AI studio. We're going to have Leo and Oni join us. I'm going to bring them on in just a second. I see them backstage, so we can jump in to the AI studio. Hopefully you've all had a minute to digest all the information around using your avatars, setting up your voice, how you can get started in repurposing some of your content, starting from a template or a video agent. And now you're going to learn how to get your videos perfect in the studio, fine-tune them, lots of good tools. I am going to bring up Leo and Oni. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Audrey. Hello.
What's up, everyone? Sorry, I just had to change my name. All right, let's jump into it. I'm going to share my screen.
Perfect.
All right, so yeah, super excited to take you all through a little bootcamp session around our video editor, which we call AI Studio. So today you got myself, Leo, and Oni. We're both on the product team here at HeyGen, and we're going to walk you through how to get the most out of our editor. So here's what we'll be covering. We'll start with a quick overview of the editor layout. Then we'll talk through avatar and voice controls. There might be a little overlap with the avatar voice sessions from earlier, but honestly, since nailing your avatar and voice is the most important part of the editing process, and frankly, the thing we get most questions about, want to just make sure we have you leaving here very confident around there. And then after that, we'll jump into adding B-roll, media, elements, animations, captions, music, basically all the polish that makes your video pop. And then Oni's going to take you through some of the new AI tools we've added to help you get to that final ready to publish video. So we could just walk through a bunch of Google Slides with screenshots and demo videos, but that doesn't feel that exciting. So instead, we're just going to jump straight into AI Studio and do some live editing with you all together. So yeah, honestly, no better way to learn than to just dive in. So I am done with these slides. Let me stop sharing these, and I am going to share good old HeyGen. All right, so you can access our AI Studio by hovering over Create and clicking on Create in AI Studio. There's a little orientation toggle for you to choose what orientation you want to start with, but let's jump in there. So here is our editor. I'm going to start with the true basics, and then we'll get more advanced over time. But AI Studio really centers around three simple areas. There's the script panel on the left, there's the canvas, and then there's the scene timeline. And so first, the script panel, not surprisingly, this is where you write your script. The script is the foundation for any video on HeyGen. You can paste in your script. You can use our AI scriptwriter, which Oni will show you. You can start typing it out. But bottom line, every video on HeyGen starts here. Next is our lovely canvas. This is where you bring your video to life. Every script needs a speaker. So this is where you're able to choose your avatar, place them in the right environment, and start shaping the visual look and feel of your video. And then finally, the scene storyboard or the scene timeline at the bottom. This is where you organize the structure of your video scene by scene. So I could start building this video from scratch, but honestly, I find it so much easier to start from a video agent generated video and then fine tune from there. And for what it's worth, this is exactly what we hear from customers all the time. Building from scratch can be incredibly difficult, even if you're an amazing designer, a video editor. But for someone like myself and many of our users, Video Agent often gets you 80, 90% of the way there. And then AI Studio is perfect for adding that final polish, doing those final edits. And so that's the exact flow I'm going to take you guys through right now. If you want to learn more about Video Agent, there was an earlier session, I think Audrey mentioned it, but I'm going to assume you're all Video Agent experts now. If you don't feel like you are one right now, you can go watch that earlier session. But I asked Video Agent to create a video for me.
Welcome to the future of video creation. Today, I'm giving you a high-level overview of our new AI video editor. We'll walk through 3 key areas. First, avatar and voice control. Second, how to add B-roll and animations. And finally, the powerful AI tools that make editing faster than ever. Navigate the editor with ease. Choose your avatar, drop them into the perfect environment, and fine-tune the voice so it sounds exactly the way you want. Bring your storyboard to life with B-roll, smooth animations, dynamic captions, and the perfect background track. And when you're ready to speed things up, let our AI tools do the heavy lifting with smart editing features that save you hours. Ready to create? Jump in and start editing today.
All right, it's not bad, but I do have some edits. So I'm going to click right here and click Edit in Studio. And this is going to create a draft for me based on that video agent created. And let's go into how to get the most out of this editor. So I'm going to start with perfecting avatar and voice. So I actually don't hate the avatar that video agent chose for this video, but for the sake of this demo, I'm going to say I don't love it and I'm going to swap it out. So I have this useful toolbar on the right. This brings all of your avatar and voice controls into one easy to use panel. And so we're going to just work our way through that. As I mentioned, I want to replace this avatar, so I can click right up here. You can choose between any of avatars you've already created. So here's some of my custom avatars, or you can navigate our public avatar library. You can filter, you can search, you can use our nice little tabs to get exactly the type of avatar you are looking for. For this, I'm going to use one of our most beloved avatars, Annie. We have a ton of different looks of Annie. Let's see which one I want to go with today. Maybe let's choose this one. And I'm going to click Change All, which basically means I want Annie to be set for all scenes. And so you can see the voice, Annie has been set for all scenes, and Annie's now the main avatar for this video. All right, let's now have a little fun. So Annie's background, I want to play around with a bit. I think it's a little boring. Let me show you how to put Annie in a little more of an interesting environment. And so we have some avatar background and layout controls that enable you to do that. So first and foremost, I can just remove the background if I just want to cut that background out. Beautiful. I can set different colors if I just want a colored background as such, ton of different colors to choose from. Or I can have even more fun and click on Customize and choose from our stock library. So maybe I want to put her in an office space. Beautiful. And you can see how quickly I can just change whatever setting I have for Annie. Maybe we want to send her on vacation, put Annie on the beach. Looking great. So you can see how easy it is to find the right environment for your avatar. You can also upload any asset and set that as the background. So maybe we want to put her with some dogs. There you go. Simple as that. We also have the ability to generate your own background, and we have different models that will allow you to generate your own background. And so that's how you can have some fun with placing Annie in the right environment. We also have the capability to generate a new look. And so if you want Annie in a different outfit, or you want your avatar in a different outfit plus a different environment, you'll be able to prompt that. Oni's going to show that a little later on, but this is just kind of creating the right environment for the look that you have chosen. Other controls we have around the avatar. So right now we're using kind of full screen. You can put Annie in a little circle, drag her around. If you want to design out the rest of your slide, you can click on the background, change the background. We're getting crazy here. But as you see, you have a ton of options to figure out what you want to do to place your avatar in the exact scene that you're looking for. Let's go back here. This is how you go back to our avatar tab. You can also just click this to get back to a full view. If you want a close-up view of your avatar, you can do that as well. A ton of different controls. And then if you aren't happy with some of the edits you've been making, you can always revert back to the original background. So that's how you can have some fun around setting the right scene. Let's now talk about voice. So every avatar comes with a default voice. We spend a lot of time trying to find the right voice for the avatar, but if you aren't happy, you can click into voice and you're able to browse through our library, we'll have some top matches that we think match that avatar, but you're able to explore our entire voice library. You can add some filters and really find the exact voice that you're looking for. We also have some basic controls around speeding up or changing the volume. And then we have some advanced settings here, which for the majority of users don't need to touch this. Unless you're really trying to fine tune, most of our voices have been tuned properly and based on your script are meant to read it with the context of the script. And so that's some of the high level voice controls. Going to go into some other controls that you might have seen in Atoms, but I'm going to demo one more time because they are critical to getting the delivery right. So voice is one thing, but sometimes you need, based on your script, to have the delivery match exactly what you're looking for. And this is something we constantly hear from customers is it sounds a little robotic, or I need her to sound a little more excited. And so we have some tools to do that. And so let's play around with scene 2. I'm going to preview what we have right now without any controls.
Navigate the editor with ease, choose your avatar, drop them into the perfect environment, and fine-tune the voice so it sounds exactly the way you want.
A little dull, so let's talk through how we can spice it up a bit. So we have a bunch of different controls. I'm going to walk through some of them. All right, so first and foremost, we have something called Voice Director, and this is essentially a prompt-based experience where you're able to prompt exactly how you want Annie to deliver the voice. And so you can choose from some of the presets. I can set excited. Let's see how she does with an excited voice. I can apply it to this scene or to all scenes. Let's apply it to this scene and let's see if she has a bit more of an up.
Navigate the editor with ease. Choose your avatar, drop them into the perfect environment, and fine-tune the voice so it sounds exactly the way you want.
Certainly more excited. You can update the prompt if it wasn't exactly what you're looking for. You can choose, maybe we actually weren't looking for excited. We wanted something a little more calm. Let's see how she does with calm.
Navigate the editor with ease. Choose your avatar. Drop them into the perfect environment.
So soothing. So that's how you can start to prompt to kind of get the exact kind of delivery that you're looking for. But with that, we still find that sometimes users are struggling to find the exact pacing, intonation, and exactly what they're looking for. And so what we have here is an even more powerful feature called voice mirroring. So with voice mirroring, you're able to click here and convert any scene to a voice mirroring scene. And so when I pull this up, it's essentially going to bring up a little teleprompter. And now I can make a recording to tell Annie exactly how I want the tone, the emotion, and delivery to come to life. And so I'm going to demo that real quick right here. I'm going to over exaggerate for the purpose of this, so don't make fun of me. Here we go. Navigate the editor with ease. Choose your avatar, drop them into the perfect environment, and fine-tune the voice so it sounds exactly the way you want. All right, let's hear how I sound. Navigate the editor with ease. Choose your avatar, drop them into the perfect environment, and fine-tune the voice so it sounds exactly the way you want. Beautiful. I click Add Audio. And let's see how Annie does matching my delivery. So you'll pull in the audio right here. It's doing a quick transcription, and let's give it a shot.
Navigate the editor with ease. Choose your avatar, drop them into the perfect environment, and fine-tune the voice so it sounds exactly the way you want.
Not bad at all. And you can do this with literally any voice in our catalog. So if I like this deep baritone, Bryce. Hold on. Let's switch here.
Navigate the editor with ease. Choose your avatar, drop them into the perfect environment, and fine-tune the voice so it sounds exactly the way you want.
So you can see how this is a very powerful feature for getting the exact type of voice you're looking for. I'm going to switch back to Annie real quick so that the voice is consistent throughout. And then if you aren't happy with your voice mirroring, you can always go back, turn audio back into text, and you are back to our normal Annie voice without the voice mirroring. So those are some voice controls. Two other things I want to talk about, one around pacing. So we do have the ability to add pauses very easily. So if you want to add any pauses to your script, you just click that pause button. You can set the length of the pause super easily. You can place these wherever you see fit. And if you need to delete them, all you do is just backspace away and you can remove them. So that's pausing. And then the final thing around voice is pronunciation. So oftentimes you'll hear we'll hear from customers that they're not pronouncing maybe your company name right, or there's specific words that they're just saying incorrectly. And so what you're able to do there within AI Studio, let's say avatar, I wanted to be pronounced, I don't know why, but avatar. Let's see.
Avatar.
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 All right, so that's how I want avatar to be pronounced in my videos. I can click here. You're able to save it to a glossary, which basically will save it for later and means like anytime I say the word avatar, or anytime Annie will say the word avatar, she'll pronounce it avatar. And you'll see a little blue highlight. So it basically anywhere that avatar word is said, it will use the new pronunciation. Let's see how she does with this.
Navigate the editor with ease. Choose your avatar, drop them into the perfect environment.
Choose your avatar. Beautiful. And that will work again across any of them. So that's a lot of our voice and avatar controls that we have in our AI Studio right now. I'm now going to jump into elements and animation to bring a little more spice to this video. So let's get into it. So I guess first and foremost, I don't love how long this scene one is. I feel like she's talking for a bit. So we have this backspace control that pulls up some quick controls or quick commands. You can script write and get some edits to your script. You can add pauses, but we have a very useful split scene as well. So I'm going to split scene 1 and scene 2 into 2 scenes, and let's have some fun with animation. So scene 2, you can see we'll walk through 3 key areas. It's kind of setting up the agenda for the video or the topics for the video. And so what I want to do here, I'm going to crop Annie and move her over to the side. And I'm going to design out a little topic slide. So I'm going to click into elements and add a text element. I'm going to change this to color. You're able to double tap on any elements to bring up a properties view with a little more advanced settings. And so you can see in the script over here, there's 3 topics we're going to cover. One is avatar and voice. So let me set that over here. I'm going to copy that text element. And second, we're covering B-roll and animations. And then third, we are covering AI tools. Beautiful. I can highlight all 3. Let's left align these. Excellent. All right. So these are the topics. And now let's have some fun with animation. So the way animating works in our AI Studio is unlike a traditional video editor where you might see a timeline view with a bunch of bars for different elements and you basically align them to different timestamps. Because all of our videos are script-based, the way you animate in our AI Studio is based on the words in the script. And so what you're able to do there is you click on any element and you'll see these little animation markers pop up. What these animation markers are telling the system is, I want this element to come in when Annie says that word. So I want avatar and voice text element to come up when she mentions first avatar and voice control. And you can click right here, add some nice animations. I'm going to go with a fade animation. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Click on B-roll. I want B-roll to come in when I say the word second. And again, maybe go with that fade effect. And then finally, AI tool. Let's have it come in when I say the word finally, or when Annie says the word finally. So now I've organized this scene to basically come in at the exact words that I want. So let's give this a little preview.
Key area. Welcome to the future of video creation. We'll walk through 3 key areas. First, avatar and voice control. Second, how to add B-roll and animations. And finally, the powerful AI tools that make
So you can see that the the text elements are now coming in at those exact words. She's still weirdly saying avatar because of the pronunciation, but this type of timing works for any elements that we have. So whether you're pulling in shapes, you can have those same animation markers. Maybe you want some media to come in at a specific time. So let's take maybe AI tools. Our slide's looking a little weird, but maybe I want this to come in when AI tools is mentioned. So I'm going to drag this over here to AI tools, and same thing. I'll able to preview this.
We'll walk through 3 key areas. First, avatar and voice control. Second, how to add B-roll and animations. And finally, the powerful AI tools that make editing faster than ever.
So you can see through these little animation markers, you're able to time exact elements to the exact script that you have. So that's a high-level overview of some of our animations and elements. I do want to talk about one other type of element before I move on to the next or the final topics, and that is our premium motion elements. So we've built a set of these motion elements that add a little spice to your videos. We're working with a motion designer to blow these out and create these different cohesive ones that you can use, but we have a set of them right now, and I'll show you how they work. So I want to add a name card to this first slide introducing who Annie is. So you can just add this right here. It comes with a nice little animation. I want to resize this to make it a bit bigger, and you can edit the text. So I want to, speaker name is Annie, AI Studio Specialist. Apply that. You can see it's applied there. And now I have a nice little motion element added to my video. So
Welcome to the future of video creation. Today, I'm giving you a high-level overview of our new AI video editor. We'll walk through.
Beautiful. All right. 3 final things to add to the polish. This will be super quick. We've got transitions, so you can easily add transitions between slides if you hover in between them. We have a bunch of different transitions to choose from. I want to show you one of the fun ones that I like, especially when you organize 2 scenes like this, where you have the same avatar kind of move positions. We have this animation called Magic Match, which is right down here. When you use Magic Match.
Welcome to the future of video creation. Today, I'm giving you a high-level overview of our new AI video editor. We'll walk through 3 key areas. First, avatar and voice control.
So as you can see, it kind of seamlessly transitioned her to the side. We have a bunch of different transitions to choose from that you can play with, and you can apply them to all scenes or just one like I've done here. All right, wrapping up. So we have music. What is a video without some music? I actually liked the music that they chose for this, although I think it's a little too loud. So you're able to control some volume settings and fade in settings here. But if you did want to swap out the music that came from Video Agent, you're able to either upload your own music, or you can search our library based on genres, feelings, whatever you might see, or whatever you're looking for, and you can easily add that to your draft. And then finally, we need some captions. So let's add some captions to our video. Captions, these are a bunch of presets, but you can fully customize them as you see fit. I think the caption deserves to be a bit larger. Maybe update the font. You can update the colors. Let's add a little color pop to it. Beautiful. And now,
welcome to the future of video creation. Today, I'm giving you a high-level overview of our new AI video editor. We'll walk through 3 key areas. First, avatar and voice control. Second, how to add B-roll and animations. And finally, the powerful AI tools that make editing faster than ever. Navigate the editor with.
Beautiful. So this thing has really come together. And now that I'm ready, I can then click generate. You might have noticed her mouth was blurred. This is something that once you generate, the lip sync will come in. And so I'm ready to generate this video. You can choose some settings and submit it. And with that, I'm going to hand it off to Oni to walk through some of the AI magic that evolves in our AI studio.
Thank you, Leo. So let me share my screen. Window. Awesome. So as you mentioned, it's pretty easy to start with Video Agent. So I did the same thing. I put a prompt here, and now I have my video. And I want to edit it in AI Studio. So let's click on that. So now I want to present our scriptwriter, our generate looks feature, and also some AI tools. Right now I have this avatar and I can just like preview it.
Ever struggle with group photos? I used to, until I found this Apple Watch feature. The camera.
So the video is pretty short. It's 15 seconds. So I want to increase the length of the video. What I can do is to increase the length of one of the script in one scene. I can easily select one of the script, copy that, switch to AI tab, use our scriptwriter, paste it, and I can say expand it. And now I have a longer script. If you don't like it, you can edit your script. You can say, for example, more engaging. And now you have a longer script or more engaging script. No worries, you would have access to all your versions and you can edit it further. So let me copy that and paste it here. So I need to do this. Awesome. And now if I preview.
Ever struggle with group photos?
So it's now generating a new.
I used to find it hard to stay on top.
It's now generating a new speech for that script. So the next thing I want to do is I'm not happy actually with the look. Maybe I can change the outfit. So I can generate a different look or I can change it. So I can click on change look here. I can use this generate look feature. And for example, I can say change the outfit to blue and click on generate. And now we are generating a different look for you. So I already generated 2 different looks. I can easily just swap it, or I can just change it to this one. So we have different like outfit for these avatars. I'll wait for that version as well. So after like presenting these 2 features, I can switch back to generate look and show you the result of that. So let me preview it again. Let's go to this scene here.
More awkward timers.
So this is a static photo. What if I use our motion designer to make it more engaging? If I switch here to motion designer, I have many presets that I can use and I can replace it with the existing background. So this preset might be good. I need to only copy this script, paste it here, and select the aspect ratio. This one might be good. Click. And now we are generating a new motion designer for you that you can replace with it. I already generated one, so I can easily, so this is now generating. I can easily add it to the canvas. I can delete this one, the background, set it as background, and let's see what's.
No more awkward.
Cool, so can you see that? So like it generates a really motion design from just prompt, and that prompt was the script that video agent generated for us. So let's.
No more awkward time.
Awesome. So this is our motion designer. You can also do image generation with latest model within our AI Studio. You can do also video generation with our latest model within AI Studio. Let's see what happened to our looks. So now I have 2 new looks with like different outfits. So I can easily change this one to the blue, and even I can remove the background as well to be aligned. That was almost all the features that I want to present. I have one more thing that I'm really excited about, which is AI edit tool. So this is the image that we are using at that video agent just put in our AI Studio. But what if I can just change it, or what if I can edit it with AI? I can do it. So I can click on AI edit. Now we add this image to our prompt box here. I can put my prompt, for example, change the watch to something else. And then I have different models that I can use. Click on generate. And now you can instantly see, after 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you will see the result. And it's good to go to click on generate and get your output. So that was all the thing that I wanted to present. I hand off to Leo.
Awesome. Thank you, Oni. Audrey, that's it. I don't know if we have some time for Q&A or if we need to move to the next session.
All right. Yeah, we can do a couple quick questions before we move on to the next session. That was so much good information. We've got a couple questions, just I think to go back to the studio and what you can do in there. One person asked if you could repeat how you do the shortcut in the editor to bring up those tools. I think is it backslash, or you can right click?
Yes, it's the backslash to bring up. So if you backslash in the script panel, it will pull up some of those shortcut commands. And yeah, we're continuing to grow those out. But yes, it is the backslash.
Awesome. That's a good tip. We have a question around some of the B-roll, some of the stock things you can add in there, music, images, backgrounds. Is there any licensing? Can people use that if they're creating a video that they're going to put on social media or to sell their product, anything like that? Yeah,
all of our stock imagery, all of our stock partners, they're no licensing required. Like they're all usable on social or wherever you post your videos. We handle all of that, and that's part of the contract that we've made with our different stock providers across music, image, video, and anything else you might find within our AI studio. So no worries about that.
Awesome. And I know you answered, there are a couple questions around what you can see in preview, what you need to generate. Annie's mouth is blurred out in the preview, but it is letting you preview everything. Are you able to see everything else?
It's a very good question. And let me actually share my screen one more time. There is something we have, which I didn't show, which I should have. So yeah, as you might have noticed, like depending on the avatar, you might see a blurred lips, or it might just be a static imagery. And that is what you'll see until you click generate. However, we know for some users that's quite frustrating, and you want to be able to see the actual movement of the avatar, including lip sync, before generating. And we're working through a slightly better UX around this, but we have this button right here that allows you to essentially render the avatar within AI Studio. So if I click this, and we're working on speeding it up, but essentially what this does is it's going to start triggering a render of this scene, including lip sync. So the blurred lips will go away. You'll be able to see the full movement and actually get a full view of it. You can continue editing as this rendering is happening. So you can move on to other scenes, make changes. And when this is done, you'll get a little check mark here, and it will show the actual rendered avatar with lip sync. And so that can help in your workflows here if you don't want to go through a full generation first. And you can trigger multiple scenes at once. Once it's rendered, then it will show lip sync, unless if you swap out the avatar to a different look or update anything around the script or change the voice or anything like that, it will render that scene dirty, if you will, and you'll need to re-render it to pull back the lip sync. But that is a feature that we are working on, both from improving the performance and the speed of it. As you can see, it's relatively slow, but also making it clearer on how you can do that, because right now it's a bit buried and not very clear that this button even does that action.
All right, good question then to end on. Great tip on that. Thank you so much, Leo. Thank you, Oni. We are gonna move to our next session. Leo, we're going to keep this stream going, but you can just close out of this tab when you're ready to head out.
Thank you all. This was super fun, and have fun with Oni on this next session.
Thanks. All right, I'm going to bring Andre for backstage. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to see you all, guys.
Awesome. Well, we're staying pretty close on schedule. We're going to rock and roll right into our next session, covering how you can scale your message globally. This session is going to go into translation. This is a feature a lot of people find HeyGen this way, but if you aren't using translation yet, you're creating videos, this is going to go into how you can take them to new markets, multilingual content. I know we had a couple questions even in the last session around having different languages throughout your video. So I know we'll get into all of that.
Awesome. So should I start?
Yes. Are you ready to share your screen?
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Perfect.
Cool. So I need to switch here. So in this session, we are covering the difference between audio dubbing and video dubbing, and then proofread feature. Andre will explain more about the speed versus precision. We have two different engines within our video translation feature. Then we have some question around what is the difference between the languages and locales. And at the end, I will explain more about the multilingual avatar video and what is the difference between multilingual avatar video and audio and video dubbing. Audio and video dubbing. So this feature is pretty straightforward. You can just like add your video or add your YouTube link or like Google Drive link into our feature, then select your target language. It might, the original language or the input language might be English, then you select like Arabic, French, and then you click on generate. And for 1 minute video, it takes around 4 to 12 minutes to process. So please wait for the translation output. And then if you want to adjust your translation, if you want to see your transcription, output transcription, and adjust it a little bit, you can use our proofread feature. So let me stop sharing and share my... Okay, cool. I think I need to share a tab here. Great. So to access video translation feature, you can go here, hover over the create button, translate a video. You would have access to video dubbing and audio dubbing. Also, you can click on apps here and you would have access to translate video as well, video dubbing and audio dubbing. The difference between video dubbing and audio dubbing, in video dubbing, not only we translate your audio, but also we sync your lips as well. So this is a feature that is really hyper realistic. We have two different engines. The precision mode is very hyper realistic, even with like, too much head movement. So you click on video dubbing, you can upload your video here. And then in next step, you can select your translation engine. Andre will explain deeply about the difference between two engines, but the speed is for day-to-day videos, is for videos that your head is not like moving a lot, and the precision is a context-aware model that that can be best for multilingual, multi-speaker videos, and also for the videos that your head is like moving too much. And also for you can select your target language here, up to 10 target language, and you can click on translate. Let me also show you some advanced settings as well. So for you can just like select your target language and click translate, and we automatically translate your video to that like target language. But we also provide some advanced options if you want to play with it. We have dynamic duration, which dynamic duration improves the quality of your video, but it adjusts the video length. You can turn on or off the lip sync. You can remove the background sound. You can generate a video and keep the same resolution up to 4K. You can create a collection. So like here in target language, if you select multiple languages and you turn on the collection, it is off. It is on by default, but and also you can turn it off. But if you turn this on, it creates a group of your translation output, and it gives you a multilingual player as well. So also you would have access to enable captions, enhance voice, and other features that here you can explore. So let me translate one video. Like this is the original one is in.
Well, now one thing, you have a theory about the.
So this is in English. I can also like trim this video to select the best portion that I want to translate it, and then I search for French, and then I click on translate. So we have two different tiers for target language. We call it the main tier. Here's the main tier language, as you can see, and here's the other language and other accents, which is the second tier. Andre will explain more about the difference between the first tier language and the second tier language. So I can click on translate. And that's it. The translation is now in progress, and you would see the result after 4 minutes. So I already have one translation here. So this is in Arabic. Let me see if I can find the French one that, so this is in French one. So this is the result.
Est décisif car il prouvera qu'un réexamen complet des lois de la nature est nécessaire. Car si la Lune est un plasma...
So pretty realistic, even works with like low quality audios, even with like too much head movement and side angles and side profiles. You can access to multilingual player here, so you can click in original.
Now, one thing, you have a theory.
And watch your original video. Also, you can click on download the video, or download the caption, or download the audio separately. Here, if you want to add more translation, so we had English as an input and French as an output. But if you want to modify it or like add more language to this video and to this multilingual player, just click on modify, select your engine, speed or precision based on your use case, and then select your target language and click on translate. And we create a group of translation for you. You can just like turn this off and we separately translate each of them. But if you want to keep the multilingual player with all the language, you need to turn this on or keep this on and click on translate. So that's it for video translation. We have a feature that we call it Proofread. So if you select one of these, video dubbing or audio dubbing, and if you upload your video, this one, and then if you select your target language, for example, French, instead of clicking on translate, you can click on review and edit. So what happens here? If I click on review and edit, now I have my proofread here. You should wait also for 4 to 12 minutes for 1 minute video to get your proofread. I have already generated proofread ready here. So this is our proofread. It's available to team users and enterprise users. And now you would be able to see in this feature, you would be able to see the input transcription and output transcription. If you want, you can adjust it. If you want, you can preview it. If you want, you can just change the voice. Or like if you want to do some bulk actions, you can click on search, find some words and replace it with another. In the timeline, you would be able to adjust the speed of the speech by adjusting the timeline here and clicking on preview and preview it. And if you are happy with the result, you can click on generate result and get the actual video. Here, add video, you can add more language to your proofread, so you would be able to generate multilingual video. So that's about the proofread. I want to hand off to Andre to explain about the translation engine. Let me also share the slides here for Andre. So I explain edit and review, which is like a proofread, and then here's the speed and precision. Andre?
Right. I am a research engineer at HeyGen, and I'm developing translation algorithm itself. So I know how different settings impact different aspects of your output of audio and video. Now, I would like to walk you through 2 main settings, which is engine and target language. Oni, please, next slide. Well, we have 2 options. Why? There are 3 different aspects that we can optimize in video translation. It's costs of translation, it's latency, how much time it requires to translate one video, and quality. The speed engine optimizes costs and like latency, time it requires to translate a video. As Oni mentioned, like 1 or 2 minutes input video would need up to 10 minutes to translate 2 minutes input video. Precision is the precision engine is focusing on quality, and here we're using all like state-of-the-art models for audio and video. We handle well all the wide angles, lip sync, and any occlusions. Like we handle very well there. It is also very particularly precise with the timing of different speakers. For example, like in case of multiple speakers, very complicated case for translation, but this engine handles it very well. So you could consider this engine if you're in your case, like it's complicated video, like educational lecture. Please try it out. Oni, please, next slide. Second choice you need to make is your target language. For most of the languages, on your next slide, for most of the languages, we have at least two options. For example, for English, we have English General and also English US or English UK. Why would we leave more than one option in this list? We're using different voice engines and the voice models. There is no ultimate answer, like no ultimate solution for different applications. And your choice should depend on your priorities. It's a trade-off in between accent consistency and similarity and naturalness. So if you want your translated video to sound exactly like your input video, like speaker-wise, to preserve similarity, you should choose one of our general options, like English General. If it's important for you to keep your translation accent consistent, then please consider one of locales, right, that are hidden in our second tier of the languages. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Andre. Let me now talk about multilingual avatar video. So our users, sometimes they're asking what's the difference between video translation and a translate feature that you have in your AI studio. Let me stop sharing and share the studio again. So I have this draft ready from previous presentation. Let's go over here. So this is the English draft. This avatar will speak in English. And if I want to change the language of this draft, I can easily click here on the translate button, select my target language, and then I can click on translate as a new draft. The difference between video translation and multilingual avatar video is in video translation, we are translating existing footage, existing YouTube link or Google Drive link and video. But in multilingual avatar video, we translate the script of your AI studio, and then you can review the draft again and click on generate, and we generate a video for you. So here I have, as you could see, I have the English draft, right? I can select two different languages, and you can translate the script and also translate the text on the canvas, and click on translate as a new draft. And now we are creating a collection of these AI Studio drafts that you can open, and you would be able to see the translation in the script. You can preview it, and you can click on generate and see the result. So this is the difference between multilingual avatar video and video translation. I also want to share something else as well. This is our recent result with the precision model. Let me here, Fred. So I just want to demo a couple of results. What was the input and what is the output? These are different type of videos that we are focusing on right now with our latest model, latest engine, Precision.
In a great big vise somewhere. Okay, so here's my washcloth, like a magic trick. And now I'm going to get this soaking wet, and then we're going to see what will happen when we wring it out. Een hele grote bankschroef samengeperst. Oké, dus hier is mijn washandje. Net een goocheltruc. En nu ga ik deze kletsnat maken. En dan gaan we zien wat er gebeurt als we hem uitwringen.
So it's pretty hard to handle the lip sync when objects are in front of the face. And in our latest engine, which we call it Precision, would handle these objects in front of the face when we are applying the lip sync in different language. Let me go to different example.
What day of the week was Halloween 2011?
Monday. That one I didn't even have to think about.
Quel jour de la semaine tombait Halloween 2011?
Lundi. Pour celui-là, j'ai même pas eu à réfléchir.
So in this example, we having head movement, and the head is moving a lot, but we constantly trying to preserve the lip sync and applying the best and hyper realistic lip sync as possible. This is the next example.
We can control your voice with Voice Director. how can we do this to still make it as easy as enter your script, generate a video, but we're leveraging all these new capabilities, so your avatar is now moving at the right moments, and automatiquement tous ces nouveaux outils. On a donc vos gestes. On peut contrôler votre voix avec le directeur vocal. Comment faire pour que ça reste aussi simple?
So this is a wide angle or like side angle video that you can see. We handled the lip sync with our latest engine that we call it Precision. And this is the last one, which I presented as well, when we are not only handling the lip sync very well, but also with latest model, we're handling the low quality.
What will be the result if you are proved to be correct in your theories? The result will be profound and decisive because it will give proof.
¿Cuál sería el resultado si se demuestra que sus teorías son correctas?
El resultado será profundo y decisivo porque demostrará.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was it.
Thank you, Oni. Thank you, Andre. Fantastic content. You answered a ton of the questions that I saw in the chat already, which is amazing. I'm going to pull up and see if we've got a couple questions before we wrap up. I know you just kind of showed on the new engines how it can handle like objects in front of mouths and things like that, more complex. How does it work when there are multiple people in a scene? Maybe there's people like in the background. Can it handle that? How does that work?
Yeah, for sure. So Andre can explain more.
Right. Multiple speakers is not a problem for us now. We can successfully identify all of them. I would say overlapping, like hardly overlapping speech is still like very, very challenging for us. So just we'll do our best. Honestly, we'll do our best on our side. But I would say like overlapping speech is the most challenging part for us. So as long as the speech is separated and like us as humans, we can understand what each of them say, like we will translate it quite well. That's my expectation from this technology.
Awesome. All right, let's see. We've got a couple other questions. We've got a question around Proofread. For kind of like, how does that work if someone is checking the proofread for you? Could someone print it out, or what's the best way to have a local language expert maybe check their proofread?
So our enterprise team, they implemented a feature that called invite proofreader. So you can give those proofreaders view or edit access, and they would be able to only like have access to that specific project. So like they can go there, they can edit the transcription, they can preview it if they are native to that language, and then they can generate the results. So like we have invite proofreader feature inside Proofread, and they would be able to use it.
Awesome. And if you're not inviting a proofreader, you could add someone also, another seat for them to be able to read it, review as well. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. We have a couple questions just around when you're creating a video in the studio. How can you go about having multiple different languages in your video? Can you do that within the same scene? Does that need to be separate scenes? How does that work?
Let me share my screen. So we can handle multiple languages within one scene, and also like different languages within one project. But my suggestion is to keep these languages separate. So like if you have, for example, right to left language, and if you have left to right language, let's just keep them separate in two different scenes, because when you are working with these animation markers, like these animation markers, maybe it's hard to handle when you have both right to left languages and left to right languages in one segment or scene. So my suggestion is to keep these two languages separate in two different scenes, but definitely we can handle multilingual content within one draft.
Awesome. All right. We have a question around can you kind of how you're directing the translation? Is there a way, can you select the gender the language is going to be translated into for the voice?
We clone voice of the speaker, which means it will be aligned automatically. In Proofread, you can change voice itself. So if you have any extra, like any other voices you want to apply for your translation, you can switch it in the Proofread.
Awesome. I think we got through a lot of the questions. Fantastic content. As a reminder to everyone, this is recorded, so you can come back and revisit these tips. We've also shared a guide in the chat around translation, a lot of these features, how you can dig into them. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're ahead of time already, which is amazing. We'll bring on our next speakers in a moment. But I want to just say thank you so much for joining and walking us through both of those, Oni and Andre.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alvin.
And you can both just click out of the tab. We're going to keep the stream going, but you can just close out of the tab.
Sure.
Thanks, y'all. All right. We are going to bring up our next speakers. We are going into our last session of the day. Thank you if you're just joining us now or if you've been with us from the start. We've gone through tons of content. This is all being recorded. We will share the recordings with the resources as well. And we really appreciate you taking a few minutes to share your feedback and the surveys for each of these. We'll also send a survey at the end of tomorrow. And if it's getting late for you, we do hope to see you again tomorrow for our sessions. I'm going to go ahead and check on our next speakers. All right, we've got Sunny backstage. Sunny, I'm going to bring you on stage. Thanks for joining us. I think Karina and Kevin are on their way over. All right, they'll be here in a moment. This next session, we have 3 fantastic speakers to end the day. We're going to run through, Karina's going to talk through some of our enterprise features, interactivity. Karina is our head of enterprise product. And then we're going to have Kevin join us. Kevin is going to walk through how you can use our API for personalized video and go into some of our integrations. And then Sunny is going to wrap us up with live avatar, which I know there's a lot of interest in live avatar, all of these features. Welcome, Karina.
Hi, everyone. Great to be here.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Really excited for the discussion today.
We were just doing quick intros. We'll wait for Kevin to hop in as well. But I know, Karina, I think you're going to kick us off. I gave a little intro to what we have, our 3 parts of our session today. If you want to kick us off.
Awesome. So great to meet everyone. By way of introduction, my name is Karina. I head up enterprise product here at HeyGen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we are seeing your screen.
Okay, so I'm sure Audrey already covered what we will cover in today's session. So for my section, it will really be about how to personalize your content and then tools for embedding interactivity. So let's get started. First off, when it comes to how to personalize your content, the first thing I want to share is we at HeyGen don't expect you all to be video creators. If anything, we try to make personalization as easy as a click of a button. So I want to introduce one of our breakthrough products, Video Agent. Our video agent writes your script, picks images, adds voiceovers with emotion, and edits transitions to automate your whole video creation process, ensuring personalization at scale. All of a sudden, you don't need some complicated workflow to personalize, and you can truly do it with one-click generation and control the prompt end to end. However, we also recognize that not all of you want one-click generation, and you might want more control and consistency over the output. So what we allow you to do is also enter our AI studio, where personalization and editing your script is as easy as writing a document. All of a sudden, as you can see in this GIF itself, you can control your tone, delivery, gestures, and emotions with simply typing and clicking a few buttons, enabling anyone on your team to personalize their videos without technical skills. Lastly, we recognize that a lot of you are using HeyGen for your internal professional communication use cases. There is nothing better than to be able to personalize via AI screen capture your technical trainings and walkthroughs. So all of a sudden, it is your voiceover and an avatar presenting it and allowing you to keep your internal communication content not only personalized, but forever refreshed and updated. So you can save time by generating narrations, captions, and chapters and turning those raw screen recordings into polished, ready-to-use videos in minutes. When it comes to personalization, we recognize that it's not just the translation in the language of your choice, but it's also making sure that this translation is effective for your viewers, right? So personalization also boils down to being able to convey the message in the viewer's choice of their language. And this allows you to do just that with our VT technology that allows you to translate videos with 175 plus languages and dialects as options, thus enabling you to reach your personalized content to global audiences with authentic speech that sounds natural, true to their voice, and regardless of their language, personalized for them. And this viewing experience is also personalized, not just the creation, right? So for some of your viewers, whether they are internal employees or customers, they can toggle between multiple different languages and view whatever content they want on demand in the language of their choice. So now let's talk about how to embed interactivity within your platform. So what we do at HeyGen is we actually allow for interactivity to be a setting within AI Studio. It starts with the ability to actually add quizzes directly in the editor itself. With these built-in quiz features, you can actually reinforce key concepts, assess comprehension, and keep your audience involved throughout the viewing experience. We firmly believe, especially when it comes to learning and development and internal professional communication, that the number one way you can personalize your content is actually by making it interactive and turning your viewers into participants by testing their understanding in real time. Second, a lot of our viewers and creators in HeyGen requested the ability to enable scenario-based training via branching. So I'm thrilled to share our team recently announced and launched this capability of adding branching to HeyGen videos to create personalized, choose your own path learning experiences. As you can see in this GIF, it's as easy as deciding what question you want and then shaping the flow such that if a user clicks on branch 1, they navigate to scene A, and if they click on branch 2, they navigate to scene 2. What this allows you to do is let the viewers make the decisions and essentially shape their entire viewing experience end to end. And then lastly, we have now the ability to link to external resources to drive action via our embedded links, which is another way of directing them to CTAs. By adding these links, you can ensure that HeyGen videos, via them, you'll be able to increase engagement and guide your viewers to additional resources, product pages, or next steps, all without leaving the video. So to conclude, I'd like to share that our team just recently announced and launched our L&D solution. And what this does is it takes HeyGen's horizontal platform and it effectively verticalizes the feature set and workflows such that L&D leaders, training leaders, and anyone focused on professional learning and development can create, localize, manage, and measure their content at scale. Thank you.
Oh, I'm muted. Thank you, Karina. Fantastic content. A lot of people in the chat loving to see these features. And I'm going to give a quick plug because I know you're going to be back tomorrow with a breakout session specifically around learning and development. And that's a great place. Learning professionals, if you were on this call today, please come join Karina's session tomorrow. She's going to dig into a whole bunch more.
Yes, and I'm happy to get into any specifics on the L&D solution in the Q&A as well.
Awesome. Yes, please share your questions in Q&A. We're going to go through each of the 3 speakers, and then we'll do a Q&A at the end. So if you have questions around things that Karina just shared, interactivity, please drop them in the Q&A tab.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to bring Kevin up. Kevin, welcome. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Audrey. How's it going? Yeah, let's screen here.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, I'm Kevin Raheja. I'm head of partnerships and ecosystem at HeyGen. And this session is an overview of personalized video using HeyGen, of course. And it's pretty easy to do. I'll walk you through it here today. So there are many YouTube videos. If you want to search for HeyGen personalized videos in YouTube, that show off different use cases. Also check out our own HeyGen community forum, and you'll just get inspired with different ideas on how to use personalized video. Okay, so here are the 4 use cases that we see exploding right now. And it starts with sales for outreach and prospecting, and marketing for personalized follow-ups. And also for success, for customer onboarding and education. And internal communication is a big one too, for employee recognition and onboarding. And so basically, here's how it works. You start with a template in HeyGen, choosing an avatar and a script. And then you insert the variables for personalization, like first name or company are kind of the most typical. And then you'll just feed your contact data from CSV, Google Sheets, or your own CRM. And you can also use the HeyGen API to do more advanced automations with tools like Zapier, Make, N8N, etc. So finally, HeyGen auto-generates unique videos and share URLs for every contact and based on the variables that you set. So this is what that setup looks like in HeyGen. As you can see, it's just as easy as creating any other avatar video in the HeyGen editor. And this is just an example. So simple script and variable I used. So let's go ahead and quickly look at an example output I would receive from this script that I entered here.
Hi, Kevin. This is an example of how to use templates to make personalized videos. We hope you like it.
Okay, so that's a bad use case example, but I just wanted to show you an example output from a simple script that we could put into HeyGen. Yeah, and these personalized videos are really great for webinar attendance, thank yous, sales follow-ups, lifecycle marketing, and other use cases, as I mentioned before. So now onto connecting your tech stack. HeyGen has many tools that really assist personalized video automation. Like I mentioned, N8N, Make.com, Zapier, Pabbly, ViaSocket, all at the bottom of the graph there. And we have partners like Proofread and Hexus that let you create product demos and guides more efficiently. And tools that help you repurpose or even add elements to your HeyGen videos. And of course, we integrate deeply with Canva and Adobe Express. And you can sync your videos to Vimeo seamlessly. And use a number of automation tools. And we even have a ChatGPT integration. So I was going to show you how to find the integrations in HeyGen, kind of like on a live screen here, but I first tried something in our video agent product that kind of blew me away. And this was my prompt. This was my only input. As you can see, I just kind of selected my avatar here. This is my prompt. I added a couple screenshots here, and this is how to find integrations in HeyGen. This was the video output.
Want to connect
from that
HeyGen with your
input.
favorite tools? Let me show you how. First, on your dashboard, click on Apps in the left sidebar. Next, select the Integrations tab at the top of the page. And that's it. You now have access to all our powerful integrations.
Okay, so pretty cool. And that's how to find our integrations panel in HeyGen. And I will kick it over to Sunny. Thanks so much, Audrey.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Wow, I love the video agent video that does the demo for you. We'll have to put that in the recap.
Great.
All right, we are going to bring Sunny on to jump into live avatar. Thanks for joining, Sunny. I know we're going back to back with a lot of incredible features, and I just want to line up live avatar. Is really exciting. If you're familiar with streaming avatar or interactive avatar, Sunny's going to walk you through this new kind of evolution of that product. If you have questions for Kevin's section, please do drop those in Q&A, and we'll come back at the end to go through all the questions. I'll hand it over to you, Sunny.
Thanks, Audrey. Hi, everyone. I'm Sunny. I'm head of business here at HeyGen for Live Avatar. I'm very excited to kind of give you a very high-level introduction about this new modalities that HeyGen has been baking. So this was called Interactive Avatar, and it was a product in our HeyGen labs. And we have been put a lot of effort and engineering resources into this product and trying to make it viable and mature enough to bring it out from the lab and make it a real product for our community. Now it's the time we officially bring it out and give the rebranding called Live Avatar. So a lot of people, if you don't know what that means by literal, it just means have an avatar that can have a real-time conversation, real-time interactions with you and with your audience. So I'm gonna kick it off. So what exactly is Live Avatar? So we are doing this by providing an API product where you can connect our API to your own system and build your own interactive avatar with your audience. As everybody knows, that at HeyGen, we're super proud of our capabilities of building the hyper-realistic AI avatars, which sets a great foundation for us to spin up this modality, that we can capture the best expressiveness and convey the message during these real-time conversations. And we're also aware to be able to provide the flexibilities for our users to either use our own public avatar from our library, or you wanted to build your own custom avatar using the selected person that you'd want. And it's also very easy to do. All you need to do is just to record a 2 minutes footage with the instructions that we've been giving you. Then we can train the avatars and you can have your own custom avatar. And Live Avatar is going to, well, we already seen the pattern that we are supporting a lot of tremendous commercial use cases. So latency and SLA has always been a priority of our team. We wanted to keep improving latency and trying to lead the market in that regard, and also make sure we can provide enterprise-grade SLA to make sure that all our customers will have the security that this will never go down. So this is something we are put a lot of effort into. And for the past 2 years, we have been talking with a lot of customers, and some of them we see tremendous success on. Those are 4 key use cases that we see a lot of success from our customers. So the first is called e-learning and assessment, meaning where the live avatar will provide to be an AI tutor, AI coach to talk to the students 24/7 in multi-language, so the students can practice with the tutors based on their syllabus. And we see a lot of success in terms of how much the student score has improved, and how engagement rate has been improved, and also how scalable those education business become after apply this technology. And the second is AI recruitment, where Live Avatar being the interviewers, and to finish for example, first the 2 screening interview for the recruiters for the HR department. So we heard very interesting feedback that people feel way more comfortable talking to an AI avatar rather than the real people, because they feel the avatar is unbiased. They're not going to judge them, especially when people are non-native speakers or the people from minority group. The third is sales training. So this is a very interesting use case because like everyone who wants to get into business or get into sales needs someone to practice against. And practice negotiation skills, practice their product knowledge, practice the objection handling. So to be able to have someone have relevant knowledge and who can also be online anytime and to practice against, it's a very valuable asset for any people who wants to get into the space. And we actually help some of the organizations to wrap up to help to train their internal employees for those sales training, and we have tremendous success in that regard. And the fourth is learning and development. So this is specifically accurate when it comes down to evolving product or fast evolving product or fast evolving industry. So sometimes when organizations have those internal training materials, it's so hard to update them very frequently in a really comprehensive way. But if you have a live avatar, you can just update a knowledge base with the most updated informations. We'll send it to the trainees or the audience that you want to train against, then have the real-time conversations to debug their questions. So this has been a very effective way for organizations to apply their the internal training. And so in November, we launched our liveavatar.com. So it's a separate website from HeyGen. So if you wanted to sign up and see what's there, please sign up on liveavatar.com. You can use your HeyGen account to do so as well, because there are so many differences between these two products. So that's why we separate the website. It would be way easier for us to update features and also make sure the infra level is very stable. And you can see there are a lot of public avatars there, and you can select one and have a quick conversation with them and see how it feels like. So actually, I am going to demo a convo here with Silas. So let's see. Let's see if we can talk to someone. Okay, so let's talk to Silas and see if we can make it work. 1 second. Can everybody see my screen now? Okay.
Hey, I'm Silas from Live Avatar. Nice to meet you. I'd love to chat about your background and what you're currently excited to work on.
Hi, Silas. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
I'm doing really well as well. So I would love to hear about the agenda today and see how I can better answer your questions.
Absolutely. This chat is just to learn about your background, skills, and what you're looking for. Nothing too formal. Ready to dive in?
Yeah.
Great. Can you tell me a bit about your current role or most recent project?
Sure. I am a technical engineer on a small platform team at a SaaS company building AI-powered tools for businesses.
That sounds interesting. What kind of engineering work do you enjoy most in that role?
My primary responsibilities were designing and implementing backend services in Python and TypeScript, maintaining our API layer, and integrating with external services.
Nice. Python and TypeScript are solid choices. Which technologies are you strongest in right now?
I think I'm pretty good at managing databases and also backend development and API systems.
Awesome. Can you walk me through a recent technical challenge you faced and how you solved it?
Yeah, there was a bug and nobody know what was the reason. So I kind of quickly assessed the impact and see who is affected. And I look at the logs, the matrix, and recent deploys, and I check the dashboards for error spikes or latency changes and try to reproduce the issue in a safer environment.
That's a solid approach. How do you usually handle debugging or optimizing performance in your projects?
Usually I'll identify the root cause and I'm for a small, safe fix, and then I follow up with the post-incident review to capture what happened and what we've learned and what we can improve.
That's a great practice. How comfortable are you working with APIs or real-time systems?
Actually, Silas, I have something else to do, so can I come back and reschedule with you? I'm sorry.
No problem at all. I understand. Just let me know when you'd like to reschedule and we can pick up right where we left off. Thanks for letting me know.
Thank you. Bye. So that was a quick demo of how you can conduct a conversation with a live avatar using some of the scenarios that you designed for. I think that's just wanted to give you guys a quick view of what it actually feels like. So go and sign up on our website. So let's get into the other slides here. So I think there's one more slide before this. 1 second. So this is it. So I wanted to quickly show you guys how to get started. So first, I would recommend everybody to sign up on liveavatar.com. And you can also use your HeyGen account to try it out. And kind of need to decide if you wanted to use a public avatar for your use case, or do you want to build a custom avatar? And we have very detailed instructions of how you should record the footage. It's only 2 minutes, so make sure that you follow the instructions. It will take less than 24 hours to train your own custom avatar. And then next, you probably should decide how you like to integrate with your system and with Live Avatar API. There are basically 2 ways of you can do it. The first is called full mode, where it is a fully managed service solutions here at HeyGen that we manage every tech stack for you, from ASR to TTS to LLM. And the second is called custom mode, where we provide the flexibilities to the users. They have their vendor relationships and they just manage everything themselves and only use HeyGen as the last avatar layer, the interface of the avatar. So that's something you can also try and do, and just to define how you like to integrate. And there are document and API doc on our website. So just make sure you check it out before you start. And I think this is a very exciting technologies and here at HeyGen that everybody's very excited about. Thinking about this is basically initiate a 24/7 business conversations in any scenarios with human touch, anywhere, in any language, with any knowledge that you wanted to have. So, and I think that's gonna unlock tremendous business values for your business. So check it out at liveavatar.com. Okay, I'll hand the mic back to Audrey.
Thank you so much, Sunny. I always love seeing you do the live demo. It's so impressive. A lot of excitement in the chat. I'm going to bring Karina and Kevin back on stage so we can do some Q&A. We've got a few questions for each of you. I'm going to start, Karina, with a couple of questions for you around interactivity. And actually, before I jump into those questions, we've got a question across probably for all of you around how people can access these features and these different things that we showed. Everything before these sessions today, we walked through what you can start using are there kind of the core HeyGen features. And now for these, for Karina's interactivity, these are available on the enterprise package as part of the learning and development solution for learning and development teams. For the API personalized videos that Kevin showed and some of the integrations, you are going to need an additional API plan. And that's a monthly subscription in addition. Is that correct, Kevin?
Yeah, it is usage based. You can start with a monthly plan. on the API plan. Yeah, and you can build a template in the regular web app plan, and then if you want to do like these like bulk automations, you would need to use the API to do that, requires an API plan.
Awesome. And then I know we shared the link in the chat as well for liveavatar.com. You can sign up there as well to get started. All right. Yeah, a couple questions for you, Karina, around integrations with LMS. If you want to download the videos, put them in your learning management system, can you do that? How does it work?
That's a great question. So we know for learning and development training folks, this is an absolute necessity. The way we allow our users to do that is twofold. We allow for SCORM export, and that is a key integration with LMSs. And then we also do an LMS HTML embed code. So when you're in our platform and you are on our share page, you can click download and share, and both the LMS HTML embed code and SCORM options are available across all LMSs.
Awesome. And there are some questions around interactivity. I think the answer there is come join the session tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll get into that.
Yeah, I mean, we're very excited. Branching, quizzing, and embedded links is just the start of interactivity within our learning and development solution. I will deep dive a lot more into it. But as Audrey mentioned, these features are specifically for our learning and development solution. So if they're at all of interest, please contact our sales team and they can share more.
Awesome. Kevin, we have a question for you around, I think this is related to the personalized videos. Where would someone go to set those variables that they want to show up in their personalized video?
Yeah, so when you're creating a template in HeyGen, you would go into the where you input the script, and you would set I'll share my screen and show you what that looks like real quick if you don't mind. Actually, I don't have my my slides pulled up anymore, but yeah, you would go into the template, go input the script, and then you would just set the variables. And the most typical variables are going to be for like the first name of the contact, or like the company where the contact works. And you could set either of those as variables. You could also set things like plan type. It really kind of like whatever variables are in your CSV, your Google Sheet, or your CRM. Pretty flexible.
Awesome. There's another question around videos through the API. I don't know if you can answer this one, Kevin. Around, are there limits on how long those videos that you can generate? Someone's mentioning a 5-minute limit, or how long? Do you know how long of a video you can generate using the API?
Yeah, I think there's a 5-minute limit on the scale plan, and then a longer in enterprise plan. So contact us if you need logs, and we can get you on an enterprise plan and remove that barrier for you. But yeah, I think it's capped at 5 minutes on the scale plan and below.
Awesome. All right, Sunny, there's a couple live avatar questions I'll go to for you. People are wondering, does it work offline? Where can you, what's kind of like the limit of where you can implement a live avatar on your website, or like in a kiosk, on social media? Can you walk through a little bit of like where people are implementing these and what that looks like?
Yeah, so basically you can integrate it with any of your data systems. You can build in kiosk, you can build it on your website. So the only limitations right now we have is that we support cloud only. So if you wanted to build it on-prem, it's going to take us longer to get there. So, but other than that, there shouldn't be any limitation of how you want it to integrate. Yeah.
Awesome. And if people have more questions around kind of the technical implementation, how that works for Live Avatar, what's the best place for them to go find those resources?
Yeah, so it's all on the website. So when you log on, there is like a View API doc. There are like comprehensive documentations about different integration methods and recommendations as well. But if you still have questions, you feel free to click that contact support in your live avatar portal. We should be able to assist you via email as well. We'll try to do more of the webinar sessions, trying to debug some technical questions and make sure that we have a really pleasant journey of you guys to integrate. Yes.
That's great. Yeah, we've got a recording from a session that Sunny and someone else on our team, Chloe, did. We can share that along with the recaps. That's a deep dive walkthrough of Live Avatar. And we'll do another in January. So look out for that as well. I think that's all the time we have for questions. We got through a lot, so much good content. I hope everyone is excited for tomorrow. I know Karina is going to be back. We're going to share recordings. Thank you so much, Karina, Kevin, Sunny, for joining. We'll leave a couple minutes before we end the stream, but just want to thank you all for being our last session of the day.
Thank you so much, Audrey. And I just want to thank all the viewers for taking the time out of their busy day to learn more about how we can create with HeyGen. It really empowers us all at HeyGen to know, individuals are utilizing our technology and unlocking varied use cases. So thank you so much for taking the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Audrey. Great moderation. And for more information, visit your community at HeyGen.
Yes, come find us at community.heygen.com. Definitely. We are also going to be back tomorrow. So we will see all of you hopefully tomorrow at the session that fits your use case best. We're going to start in the morning with HeyGen for learning and development, and then HeyGen for knowledge businesses, HeyGen for agencies, if you're looking to bring HeyGen to your clients. And then HeyGen for marketing. I know we've got a lot of people interested in how you can use HeyGen for marketing. So it'll be a great session. And then all throughout the day tomorrow, you'll be able to join roundtables in our support lounge. If you do want kind of more one-on-one questions answered, but there's a lot of resources. You can always reach out to support@heygen.com. Come find tutorials in the community and revisit all the sessions that we went through today. So that is our time. We will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Look forward to day 2.